I planned revenge on my dad for years, but when I finally could, he wasn't who I thought he was. Hi everyone, Aubrey here. My father left my mother and me when I was 2, and my mother painted a negative picture of him in my mind, claiming he was unfaithful. I believed her until I recently discovered the truth. Despite my mother's deceit, I grew up believing she was the best mom and sought revenge against my father for what he supposedly did. After completing my business degree, I landed a job at my father's company. Despite being away from him for so long, he never realized that his flesh and blood were working alongside him, or just he pretended. To him, I was just another employee. However, he was not just an ordinary boss, but someone I planned to take revenge on for the rest of my life. I closely observed my father, documenting his daily routine in my diary and noting whom he spent the most time with at the office. It was like playing detective, but I needed formal training. Perhaps due to my naivety, I needed to find concrete evidence. I had to focus on my work and projects to get closer to him. I worked hard to ensure my work was top-notch, hoping it would bring me closer to him. My plan worked, and my father noticed my determination and drove for success. He put me to the test by assigning me complex and challenging projects, and upon seeing my excellent results, he promoted me to be his secretary. This allowed me to delve deeper into his personal life, but it was more challenging than I thought it would be. He was well aware of what information to share and what to keep confidential. I noticed that my father would leave the office earlier every Saturday than usual. Curious, I started following him and discovered that he would visit someone. I was convinced that this person must be particular because he always attended this weekly routine. One evening, I decided to follow him again, but this time I parked my car far away from the house to avoid being noticed. As I approached the house and managed to peek through a window, I saw a young girl who appeared to be around my age. My father was laughing and treating her with great care and affection. I concluded that she must be his new girlfriend. However, my curiosity was piqued when I saw another woman who appeared to be middle-aged join my father and the young girl. I wondered if the young girl was my half-sister and if the woman was my father's wife, but something about the middle-aged woman seemed familiar, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I had seen her somewhere before. Confused and frustrated, I decided to leave and return home. Upon arriving home, I discovered that my mother was not there, which was not unusual as she often went out to spend time with her friends. I went straight to her room and began searching through her documents. There, I found what I had been looking for, a photo of my father with the same middle-aged woman, but they appeared much younger in the picture. Mother had told me before that my father was cheating on her with that woman. The revelation filled me with deep hatred and caused me to break down in tears. On Monday, I arrived at my father's office with the photo in my hand, ready to confront him. When I showed him the picture and expressed my hatred for his Saturday encounters, he surprised me by bursting into tears. He then revealed something that turned my world upside down. He knew I was his daughter and had hired me because of our shared blood. He explained that the middle-aged woman in the photo was his stepsister, and the young girl whom I saw that night was my cousin. He proved to me that he was not the one who had abandoned my mother and me. Instead, it was my mother who had left him for her lovers. Now, I feel like I need to be more transparent and united. What do you guys say? Leave my mom and accept my father?